Hey guys, TwitchJCB here. I would like to discuss with you guys on my experiences with Doom 64 Remastered. It starts off strong as it creates an eerie atmosphere as we have the duty to explore what's going on in the space station. The music in previous Doom games were filled with rock and roll music, but this one decided to go with an atmospheric tone. This new change goes well when exploring the environment in the levels, but the good thing is that they retained the gameplay from the previous games as Doom Guy is ready for any action coming his way. Our goal is to reach the exit of each level and find out where these demons are coming from. We start off with a pistol, but as we progress, we get to collect more weapons to be used in our arsenal, and we get to choose which one would be most effective in the current situation. I used all of them whenever I could, as in the previous game I would often use the shotgun in most situations. The level design has always been a huge part to me in the Doom series, as Doom 64 delivers well in this department. The layout differs greatly from time to time, as we could be running about in linear corridors that stretch out into multiple different pathways, or start off with an open-ended space that's filled with traps of demons waiting to jump at us in every single direction. On top of this, we must learn the layout, as there can be at times colored doors that are currently locked that we may need to go back once finding the key that's needed. Sometimes I could easily get lost in some of these levels due to how missing one small detail which was needed to make progression. Be aware, one huge thing that can mess up our progress is traps, as some of these could easily cause our death when we pressed on the wrong switch. I learned the hard way at one point during the run, so I would advise saving at the start of each level so we don't lose any of our ammo or weapons. Most of the monsters return from the previous games, as at first we are battling against these zombie and shotgun guys, and as the level progresses we start to come across the harder enemies that have higher health and trickier in our arsenal. The one monster that stood out for me when playing was the Pain Elemental, as they function differently here compared to the previous games. Even though they spare out the skulls, they do have explosion damage when you do get very close to them. The skulls also become a problem since they can hit us multiple times in a small window, as they can nibble down our health very quickly if we don't take them as a priority. Most of the weapons returned from the previous Doom games, however I felt that I was using more weapons in this game compared to the others due to how the enemies are laid out across the map. Open areas allowed me to open up my rockets to blast away a horde of foes, and the plasma weapons can also be a great alternative when taking out multiple enemies at a time. The double shotgun was still used on occasions, but didn't feel like the go-to weapon most of the time, which I felt very satisfied that I didn't have to rely on using it. The only weapon I wished I did use more was the new weapon Cordon Maker, which is now the most powerful weapon in the game. I only found the weapon once in the levels, then lost it without saving my previous progress beforehand. The story plays a strong part, as we do return to the spaceport hearing reports of demons landing on the station to take them out, only to be lured right back into the depths of hell, feeling the mixture of atmosphere between the first two Doom games. Clawing our way back, we get to challenge the mother of all demons, who was the leader of this new assault, and it's tough trying to defeat it with homing missiles and shots fired in multiple directions. As the ending concludes and we remain in hell to make sure this doesn't happen again, it makes me wonder if we could have followed this timeline, as it's simple yet effective, showing the carnage that the Doom guy leaves behind. Overall, Doom 64 is a great entry to the Doom series, as it returns all the defining elements from the previous Doom games while adding in new features to explore the new destruction we can do from all the demons that dares to oppose us. If any of you guys have any experiences with this game, feel free to share in the comments, and I hope you have a wonderful day.